Alright, so what is up YouTube? It's Michael here, and I'm going to be bringing you an offensive life strategy, gear, and deck setup. So, yeah, let's just get right into this. First off, we're going to show you guys the stats. You guys probably already know these, but yeah, here we go. 115 damage to life, 38 resistance, 21 accuracy, 313 crit, which is 16%, and 510 block, which is 79%, 44 pierce, and 14 incoming healing and 16 out, 96 power up chance, and 5% shadow pit bonus. Stats are pretty nice besides the resist part, but with this strategy, you're not really going for much resist. So, yeah. So, I'm wearing the Malastare Hat, of course, because it's basically like the best hat for this strategy, you know. Whatever gives you good pierce damage and crit, that's all you really care about. And for this strategy, I think the Malastare Hat is key. But for the most important item, I don't care whatever hat or boots you wear. You can wear the Bone Smasher, the Crocopatcher, whatever you want. But for the robe, you have to have the Duelist Cloaked doublet, because it gives you that 9% pierce that you need, alright? Because compared with the Malastare robe gives you no pierce for life, and that's what you really need for this strategy to work. You don't really need the resist part, but yeah, you need that pierce, and that's what makes the strategy work. You can do without the crit from the Malastare robe. I mean, you'll have enough crit from your wand or your boots or whatever you use. But yeah, you gotta have the Duelist robe. It's for level 100 plus. I think the level 110 one is kind of worse in my opinion. So yeah, gotta get the level 100 one. And yeah, let's go on to the boots. For the boots, you got the Malastare boots, of course. You could switch off in the boots, but I just say the Malastare boots because they give you that extra 3 pierce. And you know, good block is what you're gonna need for this strategy, because even though crit isn't that important anymore, since you're not having that much resist, you got to be able to block some things, or else you're just going to be destroyed out there. And for your wand, it doesn't really matter what you use as long as your wand has damage and crits. The pierce on your wand is just, you know, an extra bonus, because I used to wear the Malastare wand, which gives me 11 pierce, and that will put my stats at 51 pierce, which is basically like a walking strike, right? But I realized that even if I'm piercing all of their resist, I'm still going to need extra damage to make the, you know, hit do enough. So yeah, I decided to wear the Eye of the Soothsayer, which gives me plus 11 damage, 112 crit, and 112 block, and 4% pierce, which is pretty good in my opinion. And the make has kind of helps a lot as well. And the wand is pretty good since it's not life. So yeah, but any wand really work. Any of these two wands at least, or any of the wands from the Ghost Rider pack, or you know, any of those wands will work fine. And for your thing, you have to have the Duelist Fatal Razor. I mean, there's no comparison. I mean, there is a comparison with this with the Baba Yaga theme, but you know, dude, honestly, I think the Duelist Fatal Razor just takes the cake, because that 15 damage, dude. And yeah, that's about it. You could also use the Spirit of Doc Moorthorn. Gives you plus 16 damage, but the block is what I'm really worried about as well. So it's all personal preference, but you know, whatever works for you, I choose this. And for your amulet, oh my gosh, you guys, if I had the Morganth amulet, I would definitely wear this for this setup. So if you have the Morganth amulet, definitely wear that. But if you don't have it, then you can wear the Rasputin Charm of Exertion, or the second tier Rasputin amulet, or any amulet that gives you pierce and, you know, some slots so you can put health and block and stuff in or whatever. And yeah, I just use this since I don't have the Morganth amulet. I need to get it, but yeah. For your ring, obviously the Duelist Daredevil ring. There's no comparison. Like, there's no other ring that you can use for this. You gotta have the Duelist Daredevil ring. And for your pet, now here's where it gets interesting, you guys. So for your pet, you can have a quad damage pet, or you can have a triple damage heal pet, or you could have, you know, a pierce pet, any type of pet, you know. It has to have at least 3 damages and 2 resist. Since your resist is already low, you're gonna have to have that extra 14 resist so you don't like get completely shitted on your pet. So yeah, I used to wear this pet with this, but I realized I didn't have 3 damages, and that would bring my pierce up a little bit higher, but my damage would really, you know, suffer. And I really need that high damage, so I had to switch to my quad damage pet. But triple damage, double resist, it's honestly what you want to go for here. Where is it? There we are. And for your deck, I wear the Patriot deck of Victory. the better deck that you should wear is this one or the Rasputin instead of Fortitude. I just should wear this one because I just wear this one because I'm lazy mostly, and I don't want to have to switch out my decks for this one, for that one. It's just honestly, I'm just lazy as fuck. And yeah, let's get right into the deck. Okay, so for your main deck, you're gonna want to have a lot of spam cards and a lot of shields, mostly because if you're first or second, you're gonna have to. If you're second, you're gonna want to just go straight offensive. And what's good about this strategy is, with Luminous Weaver, you can just basically attack them and still give them a debuff. So that's pretty fucking awesome. And yeah, I pack a lot of enchants so I can just enchant these in my hand. And Leprechaun just for those 2-pip kills, because you're gonna be using a lot of pips if you're spamming. So you're gonna have pips that do short amounts. Blades, if you just want to wear 1 blade or 2 blades and then just have a mass Hungry Caterpillar. That's so good about this offensive life strategy, you guys, because a Hungry Caterpillar, if you hit an open Hungry Caterpillar, you will hit at least 2.3 damage with this setup of my stats. You will hit at least 2.3 damage even if they have a fucking shield on. So that's fucking amazing. And then you get a shield back yourself, so that kind of helps out with the less resist kind of thing, because I know it's kind of crazy going into a max match with 38 resist, but with Hungry Caterpillar, if you use it right, you can have a shield on, and then you can use Hungry Caterpillar, and then the absorb will stack on top of the shield, so they'll have to break the absorb before they break the shield. So it's honestly just how you play with the strategy with this, you guys. Strike, just because if you fight a Jade, honestly they're annoying, but you don't really need Strike. But yeah, 1 Guardian Spirit just in case you think you're gonna die. I should pack a few heals, but I just don't, because yeah, I would put 3 Satyrs in, but I just don't want them to clog my deck. But I think that they are necessary just in case you do get into those matches where you need to heal. Yeah, so for the rest of this deck, I mean, self-explanatory. I mean, we got Namaste, Life Dispels, of course, and yeah, Balance Dispels because we're bad. Weakness, so you can stack on top of the Luminous Weavers, and yeah, so let's head into the side deck. For your side deck, I keep 3 Tower Shields. I would put in 6 Luminous Weavers, but I didn't have time to enchant any, so I just put 6 Luminous Weavers. I mean, I put 4 Luminous Weavers and 2 enchants, but these 2 enchants to be Luminous Weavers, honestly. 1 TC Life Dispel just in case. 1 Gnomes just in case you get that life that is trying to heal spam and you can't kill them because they just keep on heal spamming. And yeah, 5 Hungry Caterpillars because you're going to want to pull those on demand. And you want to have 5 Leprechauns just in case you need to kill up somebody real quick. And gonna move on. Oh my gosh, you guys, you're gonna want to have a lot of ground spiders because that extra 35 damage from this bubble does a lot, dude. I will use this before I use a fucking Luminous Weaver sometimes because it's honestly that good. It takes off shields and it gives you a damage bubble, which is pretty good. Spiny Sword mostly because you're not gonna really get to 10 pips with this strategy. But if you just so happen to get to 10 pips and you think that you got a couple blades on, you want to use this, go ahead for it. 2 Shift, they would be triage, but I got triage in the main deck, so 2 Shift just in case I want to get that fire from first. Who thinks they're just gonna Branding Ramp spam me, and Fortify just because it's pretty good since you don't have enough resist already, and you can still have Fortify and still have 44 Pierce, which is fucking ridiculous. So yeah. Infal basically makes you a strike with this, so yeah, you might want to keep some of those. Doom and Gloom for the heal spammers. Empower just so you can get more pips off real easy. Thermic Shield because they're like the best 2 schools, and Reshuffle because self-explanatory. And yeah, that's basically it for this gear and deck setup, you guys. I mean, I should do a match, honestly. I'm 1 match away from Warlord. I don't know if I can get it with this strategy. I might go back to a normal strategy for my Warlord match just because I don't want to risk it. But yeah, this match is for people who love to go offensive and want to get a match over quick instead of just being in a match for 30 minutes trying to fight somebody who heal spams. And yeah, I'm probably going to have to change my deck setup honestly when I get that 4-pip godlike Shadow Pip spell from my life teacher. But this is what I have for right now. I'm trying to finish Mirage. I'm trying to finish Mirage so I can get that 118 spell. And yeah, so if I do get the 118 spell, I would probably just remove these 2 spiny swords and 1 hungry caterpillar and just pop in 4 or 3 of those new life school spells. And yeah, I don't even know what the life spell is called, so rip me. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.